I am Nick Shell, the living legend of hair loss, the true alpha male. I'm making this video, yeah, really, right? That is a disconnected part, isn't it? Even though I thought it wasn't. I'm looking at it, that's got to be a disconnected part. Ultimately, I'm making this video to answer the question. People are saying, well, why didn't you get the flat top? You know, and I had already addressed this in another video, but just to bring it up again, I'm just perfectly happy with this hairstyle. I think this should just be the hairstyle I have from now on. As long as I have enough hair to pull this off, I think this is just the ideal standard for me. You know, it embraces my forehead, the receding hairline, my temples going back. It embraces that. It's not hiding that. It's not denying that. But ultimately, I think this helps make me classically handsome with this hairstyle. Yeah, right? That's got to be a disconnected part. Somebody help me out. Tell me that's disconnected, right? That's not blended. Because I thought it was not, but see, that looks good. So I should keep doing this. But why not do the flat top? I've got enough hair to pull this off and make it look great. But I don't know that the flat top, I think I'd be stretching. I think I'd get away with it, but I think it'd be a stretch. So let me mess up my hair to show you why I don't think this would quite work. So keep in mind, you know, from here it looks like my hair might be a Norwood 1.5 even. I mean, my hair line doesn't look bad at all as far as on the Norwood scale. Maybe Norwood 1.5 is what it would look like. But in reality, you know, my hair, look at that. I mean, that's what I've got going on. It's what I'm saying is like a 2.5-ish, right? So imagine if my hair, in the estimates that it's a little over 2 inches right now, but in theory, for it to be a flat top, it would need to be about 2 inches anyway. So imagine if my hair was, because it has to be tall enough to make up for the receding hairline. So imagine if it were like this high, and it kind of being squared off like that. What it's going to do is it's going to bring more attention to this little Bermuda Triangle of hair loss. It's going to bring more to that, which is thinner. That's a thinner part of my hair. So especially if I'm putting product in there to hold it back, it's only accentuating. So I think it would just bring so much attention to this that it wouldn't really look good. I know it could kind of V or fan out the peak there, but ultimately I think and imagine that from the side too. Imagine if it were squared away, you know. I think it would just bring too much attention to the forehead. You know, it would be like slicking my hair back or just doing it straight up like that if I were to do that. And again, to use pomade or whatever would mean that I'd have to use, it would show the thinning even more if I did that. So it's like I could get away with it, but I'm really happy with the hairstyle that I have. And ultimately what I learned when I took that 2-month break recently from doing any hair videos whatsoever, I learned that I went from averaging $550 a month to just $150 less a month. So ultimately, now that I've come back, it wouldn't justify the revenue. Like, because I wouldn't want to change my real life for that if I'm not going to see enough ad revenue. So if I would only make like $50 more or something a month, because I mean, how many extra views would I really get by saying, hey, I've got a flat top, look at the guy with their receding hairline and a flat top, and then that affect my real life? It's not worth $50 or whatever. So I think as long as I just keep doing the same hair loss videos over and over, people are going to watch them anyway, and I don't really need to do a flat top. I'd rather in real life be happy with my hair and not thinking about it, because I don't. I only do this because of, what did I heard the formula, something that was like, well, basically just that I'm following whatever people watch, whatever, that's the thing I'm doing. I just don't think that the profit would justify me getting a haircut that may look silly and ultimately just accentuate my forehead for no reason. I know what I've already said is, do the best with what you can naturally without making it a big deal. If you're average, celebrate that, put the nice touch on there, but don't think about it. Don't let it become an insecurity. So I think if I were to do that flat top, it would be more of a commodity and comedy, and then again, it's just gonna, I don't think that we need to accentuate that. I think that it wouldn't be flattering. It's not worth it. I mean, I can show you from that alone, that'd be enough. And also, it's not low maintenance enough. The hairstyle I already have is low maintenance, not that. So that's how I feel about it. Your comments belong right here.